Hi guys, it's Wombat. You know, on the 30th of November this year, we had the very first World of Wombat Convoy on TruckersMP. And the reason I wanted to do a convoy on TruckersMP was originally to celebrate two things. One of them was the partnership between TruckersMP and Promods, and the other one was that I had finally reached 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I thought was absolutely bonkers. I still think that is bonkers. And this was something that was going... We started talking about this in September, and I was getting really close to 10,000 in September. And so I mentioned this, I think we need to do something, so what about having a convoy? And sure, everyone was happy about that, we was going to do this convoy. And for quite a long time I really didn't know what to do, because I had never participated in a convoy before. I have very limited experience of TruckersMP, because honestly I have never been a huge fan of multiplayer for different reasons that we do not need to discuss right now, but I got an interest in TruckersMP and multiplayer when they joined forces with Promods, because Promods on multiplayer, there are one route in particular that I want to do together with other people. And that is, of course, the Kirkenes Quarry road. It also just happens to be like I live in Stockholm, and I've lived in Stockholm for a very long time. And on the map it's about 1,500 kilometers from Stockholm to the Kirkenes Quarry. So it's a fairly good distance between Kirkenes and Stockholm. And it's a perfect distance for having a convoy. So I wanted to do this thing, and I had no idea on how to do it. At the same time I started my Discord server, and that is where we got the name from, because the Discord server is known as World of Wombat. And on the Discord server I was approached by a guy, Samartok. Now he's a member of a VTC virtual trucking group called Viva NL, or Viva Trucking, the Netherlands division of Viva Trucking. And Viva Netherlands was the division that he was with, so he contacted their event manager, Stecco. And Stecco contacted me and asked me if I wanted help with getting the convoy up and running, and I said, yes, please help me, because I had no idea on where to even begin. So Samartok and Stecco, thank you guys, and thanks to all of Viva Trucking Netherlands for helping out setting this convoy up. This event has become something that I will never forget, but one of the things that makes it so memorable isn't not only all the guys who turned up for the event, but also the excitement and the nail biter it was getting here. I mean, this event was happening as 136 by SCS was being rolled out. ATS had already had 136 for 2 weeks or so. Even the new DLC for ATS had come out, and we knew that ETS2 will get 136 as well, and there will be a new DLC coming out. And the problem with that is that when you want to do this on TruckersMP and with Promods, you need at least a month between an updated version of the game and before Promods is updated and the new version of Promods have been added to TruckersMP, and I'm not really sure 1 month is enough. If you look at ATS, it is still version 135 you need to play on TruckersMP. Another thing that made me really nervous was the fact that even though Stecco really tried helping me out and bringing me into a convoy or two just to get to know how to interact with a convoy, turned out that I never did because I didn't have the time to do it. So I had literally no convoy experience when we headed out and started this thing, and that was probably for the better, because this event, even though the event itself was executed perfectly by everyone participating, and especially by Viva Trucking Netherlands, I had severe technical problems several times during the day. My OBS studio crashed like 3 times. Even the game itself, or TruckersMP really probably, stopped responding a couple of times. So, you know, normally I can do very long streams without any problems. It has happened from time to time that I have a single OBS crash, but this event was just crazy. Tons of crashes, which didn't help keeping my pulse down, but that's part of the fun of doing live streams, perhaps. But I'm getting ahead of myself, because we are still in Stockholm and we are here right now admiring some of the many 130 or so trucks that participated in this convoy. And I had promised great prices for the 3 best trucks in show, and I'm going to show you the trucks in a little bit. But before I do, there are some other, to me at least, interesting facts that I want to mention about this convoy. This convoy was the first convoy on a private server, or a dedicated server if you like, using Promods ever by TruckerMP. So we did the very first convoy on a dedicated convoy server with Promods on it in the history of TruckersMP, which is absolutely fantastic. That is something we should all be proud of, have been part of. It also just happened to be that we reached 1,000 members on the Discord server during this weekend. So while we're at it, thanks to every single one of you for being a member of my Discord server, World of Wombat. And last but definitely not least, I need to thank PerrydPelle for being the lead truck trailer on this convoy. You did an excellent job. Thank you so much, buddy. Now, to go back to the 3 best trucks in show I was talking about earlier, we have 3 winners, as I mentioned, and here is one of them. Truck West won the upcoming the Black Sea DLC for bringing one of the best looking trucks in show. This was really difficult finding these 3 trucks, because all the trucks here looked absolutely fantastic. But Truck West had one of the 3 trucks that eventually won the Black Sea DLC, and he will receive it on the 5th of December, as soon as the DLC has been released, and can't buy it and send it to him until it has been released, of course. So there it is. Truck West won one of the 3 DLCs. Another great beautiful truck here was Octavian's truck. Absolutely beautiful. Renault truck, and you may say whatever you want about Renault trucks. We all have a ton of things we have said about Renault trucks. I think knowing that you can win the Black Sea DLC and showing up with one of them show great courage, and that inspires me. I want to see more like that. So good choice. It brought you the Black Sea DLC, Octavian. And finally, the last of the 3 DLCs went to IMRPR, who brought this beautiful DAF to the show. And yeah, turns out that even though Scania is my favorite brand, an Iveco, a Renault and a DAF won the 3 DLCs. What do you know? On deciding on who was going to win the DLCs, I need to thank everyone who watched the stream live as we went through this, to me, painful job of deciding on who is going to win. Because, as I said earlier, all the trucks here, the one in front of me there, look at it, were just beautiful. And I wish I was rich, and I wish I could just give every single truck that showed up one of the Black Sea DLCs. Obviously I couldn't, so I want to thank my audience for helping me voting on which 3 trucks should win. Without you guys, I would still not be able to sleep. After about an hour of truck fests, we started hauling north out of Stockholm. And once we got north of Stockholm, we moved past Uppsala and came to Gävle. I decided to pull over to get some footage of all the trucks that participated in the convoy. So I'm gonna pull over here and speed up the video a little bit and let you get a glimpse of what it looks like having 135, in my case, trucks behind you in a convoy like this. So pulling over, coming to a stop. Let's have a look at the trucks coming past us here. At this point of the convoy, I have moved a bit further north, or moved north of the convoy, so that I can regain my position just behind Perryd as we reach Sundsvall. And as you can see, the weather is much better here. And boy, am I glad for that, because it was getting kind of boring having the rain pouring down the entire time. And as we reach or go past Sundsvall here, again want to thank Viva Trucking Netherlands for doing exactly this here, blocking off all the exits to ensure that we all reach Kirkenes as one single convoy. They did a fantastic job of keeping the roads clear, and it was very obvious to me and everyone else that this wasn't the first time these guys did this, ensuring that everyone was on track. So thank you again, Viva Netherlands. Now, during this video you haven't seen me having any technical issues, but I can assure you they have been completely removed from this video, and they will continue being hidden, except for, of course, in the full video of the event. But from here on out I decided I'm just going to stick to Perryd and stay behind him until we reach Kirkenes. That is what I did, so let's speed up the video and enjoy hauling behind PerrydPelle, the leader of the convoy, for a bit. here we are in Kirkenes, just about to head into the quarry. Now the total time of hauling into the quarry is about 20 minutes or so, and if you want to see that and the entire convoy in its full length, I have that stream up on my YouTube channel for you to watch, but I'm not going to bother you with that here today. I'm just going to speed things up again until we reach the quarry. Now the last trucks are coming into the quarry, and most people, honestly everyone, did as they were told. They teleported to the city of Kirkenes, where we decided to wrap things up by doing a photo op together, and this is what it looked like. Now, unfortunately, I don't think all the 130 trucks were able to show up for this. Some people had to leave for personal reasons. They had to go to work, for instance, I don't know. And maybe they misunderstood, maybe some left because they were told to teleport to Kirkenes, and that was kinda it. We didn't say that we were gonna do this. This wasn't planned at all, but As you can see, Viva Trucking Netherlands and Viva Trucking and Shenxi, the Chinese VTC that also, thanks to them, joined us here. As you can see, they are very used to this thing. The rest of us, or many of us, me in the middle there, grey truck in the front, not really used to this thing. So yeah, I didn't line up as I should have done. But I mean, this was the first convoy we did together, and we had a ton of fun doing it. And many weeks ago I said that if this event turns out to be a success, we are definitely gonna do more. And this was a success. So it's not like I'm gonna say now when we're gonna do this again, but I can say already that we are going to do this again. We just have to. I had a ton of fun, and I wish I had time to thank every single one of you who joined us here for the event. Unfortunately, there is not enough time to do that. So just to all of you who participated in this event, thank you so much for being there. Thanks to Stekko, Samartok, Perryd, Viva Trucking Netherlands, Viva Trucking, and everyone else who were there. Thank you so much, guys, for making this a very memorable day. I love you, every one of you. Thank you. And with that said, this is it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe as well, and as always, feel free to share my videos on any of your social media. It helped me grow, so in advance, thank you very much for that. Take care, until next time, bye bye.